The girl had just said goodbye to her father when she was caught up in a terrorist attack. Her father survived the explosion and immediately rushed into the smoke to find her, but all he held in his arms was a corpse. So the man took out all his savings and asked the police to find the murderer as soon as possible. Yet all he got was a perfunctory response, because it would affect the politician's election campaign. What if your wife and daughter were killed by a bomb? You'd do everything in your power to get justice. So why am I choosing you? Soon the man was thrown out of the office. Then the man went to the restroom, took out 2 bottles of explosives, hung them with a rope, and finally lit a cigarette. By the time he walked out of the government building, the explosives detonated. Soon the politician got a call from the man. The man was willing to do anything for revenge. He went home and kept making bombs, then took the bombs to the politician's manor. He covered his car with branches and cleaned up all traces. When night fell, he took out the sentry, then placed the bombs in the stable. As the countdown ended, the stable burst into flames. Hearing the explosion, the politician rushed out at once. He knew this was another warning from the man, so the politician sent men to arrest the man. Soon the mercenaries found the man in the woods, but the man had already set traps. A mercenary saw the man's backpack and walked over, only to have his foot pierced by a trap. Using the traps, the man took out all the mercenaries. Then he strapped bombs to his body and entered the politician's room. The man pointed a gun at the politician's head. Facing the man's threat, the politician had no choice but to tell him the murderer's information. Afterwards, the man disguised himself as a maintenance worker and entered the terrorist's residence. This aroused their suspicion. They demanded to search him. Suddenly, the man kicked down a terrorist and snatched his gun. The man hid in a corner and exchanged fire with the terrorists. The last one charged at him with a dagger. The man used his stocking to block the attack, then looped it around the terrorist's neck and strangled him. By the time the police arrived, the man had quietly taken the elevator and left.